Part 2 for creating fuel. I let the base plate dry a little ways, so I'm getting little cracks here now where the feeders are. That way when I wet it all back in and get the new pieces put in. But I've still got to put these fillers in to bring the height up and to give it thickness so this doesn't fail. What you got here right now is the input and the output ring. And what my intention is to drop a rotation plate, melt that right into the rotation exit ring, so that when it exits out of this thing, it will have a rotation in the same direction as the whole system. But this time what will happen is you'll have all these exit points of the material mixed with both particles should be coming out through here. And to make sure that I have a trap, so to speak, and be able to funnel them up, what I intended to do was to make basically just a magnetic influence to rotate them as well as to move them upward. So what I've done is I've built this to fit down on top so that it circulates the cavity areas where the material is coming up. And what I did was the star is designed so that the bottom half will attach to the input shaft, the input area. That one will go down, and then it will not go straight through. It will have to go through all the rotations until it falls into the output going into the input going back into the magnetron. All right, so once I have all these pieces set up and that have a layer of clay between each one of them, these are going to be the exits that go into the non-cathode star magnetron. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these all match up so they feed into the top of each one of these separation areas, as well as the magnet field going on. And then your magnetron open cavity plus your input for bringing it in, starting the rotation and creating the wave to go down through there. So what it comes down to is it'll go down through the magnetron, go into the magnetron star, the circulation, go from the circulation back down to the center where the fuel area is going to be, and then basically come back up into the star magnetron. So it's just a big continuous cycle. What I'm figuring on is that with a small area of influence like this, where I'll get a rotation and a lift going, that it won't be powerful enough to blow right through the top of the magnetron and basically blow through the clay and just create a little laser beam. But I'm figuring, I'm not using any mercury for influence in magnets. I'm using basically the two materials together. So hopefully when this is all done and encased, heated up and dried, I may put a little extra material at the top just to give me a little bit of sense of security. It won't blow through the top. But that's where we are right now for part 2 of creating the fuel.